All right, so before we get started, look at the views. I usually come out here and just chill when I'm out on the bike. And yeah, just beautiful views. This is like the road that we always like to hit. It goes, sorry, let me adjust. It goes up through here, like this, and then it goes up. And that's the road we always hit, that you guys always see. And it's a lot of fun. Like these huge mountain roads, lots of twisties. You know, Austin, a lot of people think, oh, Texas, Austin, desert. Austin is mountain region. In case y'all didn't know, there's nothing but, it's all mountains and hill country. Anyway, here's my beautiful Panigale V2. It's a 2022. And Ducati has recently announced their new bikes for 2025. One of which we'll talk about here in a little bit, but one of which is the new V2 final edition with a special livery on it, which looks amazing. That bike looks so good. It has special suspension. It's obviously got the amazing paint scheme, and basically everything else is the same, like the plastics. It's got, it's just a really nice looking bike, but there's only 555 of those getting made. That is not a bike that you buy to ride around. That's a bike that's a show bike. Like that is a bike that you literally just keep in your living room. I know, like some people are gonna buy it for that. If I had an extra 20 grand, actually that one's probably gonna be more than 23,000 or more. It's gonna be about the same price as the Bayless probably. But they didn't only make 555 of the Bayless. So this is a final edition bike and it's not one you ride. So in any case, I'm gonna keep this because they're done with the V2s. They're not gonna make the Super Quadros anymore, this baby super bike, will you? Not really sure. It's just, I guess it's the same as if they were going to, or when they got rid of the 859, right? They got rid of the 859 and they made this much better bike overall. But the new V2 is really good looking bike. And you know, like if I had extra money, I'm not gonna trade this in for a bike that you don't want to ride. Of course you can ride it, but it just doesn't make sense to ride that bike at all. So yeah, so this bike here, we'll talk about all the upgrades I have into this. This bike, I have a lot of upgrades on this motorcycle. As you guys know, I've had it for 2 years now, and we'll just kind of go through the list here and kind of talk about pricing a little bit. But first things first, the most expensive thing is this Van Diemen exhaust, which came out really good. It's a full titanium, Japanese titanium. This is not some fake knockoff China titanium. This is the real deal. And the Van Diemen exhaust is amazing. It sounds really good. We'll do some revs here for you guys. It sounds so good. It's just a really good sounding motorcycle. So yeah, it's insanely loud. It's a straight pipe Ducati. I mean, what do you expect? So the exhaust itself costs $5,000 when I bought it. I think it's like closer to $4,000 now, so you might be able to get a little cheaper. I do plan on changing these cans. I want SC projects or maybe race fit cans. We'll see. I want carbon cans, but that's a little bit down the line. Oh, I just realized I'm missing a screw. Look at that. That's what's vibrating. Damn, one of the screws came loose here. That sucks. So yeah, we'll have to replace that. I have extra. But yeah, that's actually surprising. It's been quite a while. I've never had any screws come loose. That's the first time. But you do got to keep checking your bikes to make sure stuff like that doesn't happen. Because something like this can fly off and really cause you a big problem. So make sure you guys are checking your bikes. In any case, so the exhaust costs a lot of money. It took me about 9 to 10 hours to put on. I did it myself. And then we got the Turgan Yomi tune, which was a mistake. The bike ran like shit. I hated that tune. Why Motomillion sells that tune for this bike, I have no idea. It's a generic tune. You download it on your phone. It's garbage. Do not buy the Turganyomi tune for this bike. If you're going to get it tuned, get a Woolwich, a Bren tune, or what I have is the Doyson engines, custom flash. You know, it's amazing. They really spend a lot of time making it perfect, and it's for this exhaust, and only for the V2. The Turganyomi is just for like, you don't have an exhaust for like, or a tune for like this exhaust for this bike. It's just like generic for the Turganyomi. And it's a different exhaust. It's different all underneath. There's more piping. It's just laid out different. So there's that. Lots of carbon fiber I have on here. I got the full 6 carbon fender. I got the full 6 carbon rear hugger. I got the full 6 carbon single swinging arm. And then I got all the Ducabike rear sprocket. I got a Warhorse Racing chromoly sprocket in the front from HSBK Warhorse. Obviously these CNC rear sets, which are like jewelry. Amazing rear sets. I didn't change the rear suspension yet. That's the next thing I'm doing. Doing that real soon. Obviously the tail tighty, that's from NRC. There's the other rear set. I don't have the back wing heel guard on because you don't need it, because you have here. WRS windscreen, domino grips, CRC or CRG aero mirrors. Those are the third set. They always fly off. What else? Dicey 83 radiator cover, oil covers. Nothing on the brakes yet. No Corsa brakes or controls. This is all coming this winter. I'm getting all this changed. Triple clamp. All the super jets. I'm sorry, the Jet Prime. I'm gonna change all this stuff up. And probably, since it's going to be a track bike only, after I get my new bike, we'll talk about that in a second. But once I get that new bike, I'll have different tires. I'm going to do the Super Corsa track ready bike tires, or the SP4s. These tires I have are the SP3s, or the V3s, I mean, Super Corsas. They're really good. The rear one's already smoked, so right now I have a Rosa Corsa on there, 3. Rosa Corsa 2. These aren't even the 3s. The 3s are better. These are the 2s. These suck. But it was a temp tire, and you can see how close I'm getting this thing to the edge. It gets hot enough, and I don't ride as good to outperform the tire in any case, but I do feel the difference between that tire and this one. You know, so these are SPs, these are not. So we're going to get the tires situated here in a few weeks. And I know I'm missing something. We got the Easy Grip tank grips. I got the Louis Moto seat cover. We have the... who's the guy that sells the stuff under the... Gosh, I can't remember. The heat shield kit. It did absolutely nothing. I did remove the heat shield, the heat guard from here to get the heat to come out of the bike. It works very well. Bike stays super cool now with the new tune. And with the titanium exhaust, the bike just stays really, really nice and cool. So I'm happy about that. It doesn't get super hot anymore. I always wear Raven Moto Kevlar pants. And if you guys are looking for motorcycle gear, I highly recommend you guys check out Raven Moto. Like, here's all my gear. It's almost 100 degrees out here today. Here's all my gear I'm wearing. This is an airbag vest, Alpine Stars, my Alpine Stars jacket, and then I always wear Raven gloves because they are the best gloves. I have Alpine Star gloves. I have Dainese gloves. These are the gloves I wear. They gave these to me. These are, for me, I don't have to really pay for a lot of stuff at Raven, but they send stuff out just to be transparent with you guys. But they're freaking amazing. They're amazing. Like, actually love them. And then their pants is all I wear. They're the best pants in the game. They got the zipper for when it gets too hot. They're Kevlar liner. They got the armor. They're just amazing, and they're comfortable, and they look cool. What else can you ask for? Use my discount code, 10% down below. Get you 10% off. Hardcity, all caps. I'll leave that right here for you guys. So, what do I have? Oh, that's right. I have the Öhlins front dampener. I switched the stock one out, put this one. really happy with it because I can adjust it and make it really stiff if I want to, or really loose. I like it in the between, a little bit stiff, like a speck or two over this stock. I like it a little stiff. That's just like how I like it, depending on what kind of riding I'm doing. But yeah, so I do want to switch out the rear suspension. That's going to happen next. I do plan on changing all this to Öhlins. This is not an Öhlins rear suspension on this bike. It's kind of like a, I'm not even sure what this is, but I need to get, now it is adjustable, but I want to get the real deal. And you can see my sprocket. I got the sprocket cover out, so it's easier to look at and check to see if maybe a tooth is busted or if it's loose or something going on there. I really like that, and I can also check the wear of the front sprocket. So I removed the cover, easy to see. The bike is ready to race. It's ready for track, except for I gotta do a couple things. So in September, we're gonna do my first track day, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to take this thing to a track because obviously, like, I get the bike over and I can ride, and I think I'm pretty good, but I'm not anywhere near to where I could be if I go to the track. Like you can see, I'm getting this thing all the way over, all the way, you know, guys. So it took the better part of 2 years to get to where I'm at with my riding skill level. But you guys got to keep in mind, it's not just 2 years of riding, it's over 30,000 miles, almost, probably I'd say 40,000 miles between this and the Ninja400. That's 40,000 miles. That's more miles than people put on in 10 years. So it's not about how long you've been riding, it's how much you ride. I rode this bike, I just ride a lot, and I learned very quick. And that's why my skill level is probably intermediate. I wouldn't say expert, not on the track for sure. Street rider, I think I'm a really good street rider. I am really good at judging traffic. I'm really good at like getting my bike in the right spot and always looking and being aware, being hyper focused. I think those are things that are really important when you're riding. And I always wear my airbag vest and my gear. I don't care how hot it is. It's just Texas. It's hotter than shit all the time. I don't care. I wear full gear all the time. Oh, look, Ducabike. Got the Ducabike rear axles. I didn't get wheels yet. I do want to get wheels as well. And I need to get this belly pan because this drives me out of my mind. I still have not gotten this. But let's talk about the new bike. So my new bike, I've decided to get, and I think probably you guys will see it here on the channel maybe in like March or April, is the new 2025 Ducati Panigale V4s. They got rid of the double-sided swing, or I'm sorry, they got rid of the single-sided swinging arm, and now they went to a double-side swinging arm. I think I'll probably make a separate video just on all of the upgrades that they did to this bike. It's completely different looking than this. They changed the front plastics. They changed the way the mirrors are. Like the mirrors don't go here anymore. They're like, they could go in here. So it's got a huge like 7-inch display. It's an amazing looking machine. Double-sided swinging arm. Why would they do that? A lot of people ask. Because it's a race bike, guys. This is not ideal for racing. I know it looks good. Like, there's no argument that it's a fan favorite because of how it looks. There's nothing better looking than a single-sided swinging arm. But it does not perform as well as the doubles because it just doesn't give it as, I guess it's rigid, or the flex, or when it's coming out of the corners, going into the corners, it's getting there, you know, it's got that issue, especially if it was, listen, think about it like this. If the single-sided swinging arm was a better performing piece of the bike, then MotoGP would have it on all their bikes. No question, Ducati would be using a single-sided swinging arm. It makes zero sense for racing, and it's a racing machine. So why wouldn't you not want the best performing bike? The V4 is an absolute beast. I think it's 210 horsepower. 210. This is, to give you an idea, this is 155 horsepower. This bike tops out at 180. That's where I had it topped out at. I can't really, I guess on a good day I might be able to get it to 185 in certain weather, or, you know, but I don't know. It's topping out at 180-ish. So, and it's screaming. You know, those bikes do 200 like it's nothing. So, like, not that I really go 200 miles an hour all the time, but 210 horsepower, I mean, it's an insane bike. But my main thing about that bike is it's so good. Like, I love the way it looks. I love what they did to the headlights. I always will love this, but I have this headlight look on the V2. So the way they did the new V4 with this like skinny, like I'll show you the B-roll here of it. Just the way they designed the bike, it looks amazing. I think it looks awesome. There's so many people that hate it, but there's haters for everything, man. You just can't stop. Like, people in their comments, it takes so much out of somebody to, like, you got to be really in such a dark place to, like, write a hateful comment on a video. You know what I mean? It just makes no sense to me. So, but anyway, guys, what do you guys think? You know, would you make this a track bike? Would you just track this only? You know, or would you continue to street ride a machine like this? Now, it's not to say I'm not going to take the V4 on a street or track, but it's not going to be my track. Like, this bike I'm setting up just for a track. This is a perfect track bike, especially for somebody who's learning. You know, like, I don't want to hear in the comments, oh, get a Ninja400 to learn track. This is as light as a Ninja400. And I don't need to go, like, I don't need to get a Ninja400. I have a Panigale V2. Why the hell would I need to get a Ninja400? Like, those are fun. Don't get me wrong. That's a fun bike to ride on track. The ZX4R as well, but I'm not gonna get that bike for the track. This is gonna be my track bike. And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I was up in there about getting a ZX10, but I've completely made up my mind. I'm gonna get the new V4s. I believe the V4R, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, I haven't really checked on this yet, but I think it's gonna be a little bit different as far as the suspension and whatnot. The V4s, they changed, like, it's all different. Everything's, the bike got a complete overhaul. Like, performance wise, everything got upgraded. And so I'm really excited to get this bike here in the next year, probably next year sometime. And by the looks of it, everybody hates it, so there should be plenty available. So yeah, guys, I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I love this motorcycle, man. It's been such a great bike. I have no issues with it at all. The new tune is amazing. The exhaust amazing. The way it rides is so good. And I'm just having a lot of fun with it still. And so I'm really looking forward to putting a race livery on it. I really am excited for you guys to see me build something, a race bike, because that's what I'm going to do. This is going to be just a track bike. There's going to be no mirrors, all race stuff. I'm going to put a race livery on it, my own custom design. You guys are going to see. So it's going to be all like a straight freaking race bike. So I'm really excited to, like, do that project with you guys. So that's going to be over the winter once we take the bike down for the winter. Probably take it to Ducati and get the valves adjusted again. And then once it gets back with the new tires on it and hopefully maybe new wheels, then we can start putting all the race stuff on there, even like the seat, racing seat, everything. Everything's going to go race. Probably get rid of the front nose and put race plastics on there and just, you know, everything, the whole deal. So I'm really excited to do that. But I need to make sure that if I do that, I have something I can ride, because, you know, so hopefully I can get that V4 and make it work money-wise. But yeah, you guys keep supporting the channel, and I'll be able to keep bringing new bikes onto the channel for you guys to see and check out. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to let you go. This is 18 minutes too long. I'll see you guys in the next one. Again, check those links in the description if you need any gear or anything like that. Check out all my videos. There's tons of videos. I see you guys in the next one. I love you all. Peace.